Hello everyone, welcome to episode 8 of Building My Large Species Park, where I construct a Therizinosaurus habitat as well as a couple gyrosphere tours. Now that we know what we're gonna do, let's head straight into the speed build. All of that took me about 30 minutes to build, which is understandably short compared to the 2-hour average because I didn't address the path, amenities, and mainly focused only on the enclosure. After all, it is quite tricky to integrate more paths in this area of the park, seeing how the gyrosphere tracks are formatted. But in order for this video to make a little more sense, we need to go back in time to the second large species park episode. In that episode, I built an enclosure that was way bigger than it needed to be, and housed 6 Giganotosaurus inside of it. Let's revisit a clip of that video to see what I was aiming for back then. Welcome to this episode of my large species park, which will include me building some sort of canyon habitat for the Giganotosaurus. Before I continue, I've come to the realization that it would be great to have Little and Big Edie inside of the T-Rex enclosure, but sadly, I don't have the DLCs that include their skins, but when I do, I'll add them in right away. Now, let's get to the speed build. So, I don't have the DLCs yet. That's kinda sad. Fast forward to today, I have built a Therizinosaurus enclosure right next to it. Most of you guys are, after all, fans of the Jurassic franchise, so you obviously know why I did this. If for some reason you still don't know where I'm going with this, let me give you a huge hint. Dominion. It's staring into my soul. To prevent this unwanted problem from happening in this particular park, the solution for pretty much everyone who plays JWE2 would have been to change the sandbox settings, but that's boring. So the alternative for me, and again, everyone who plays JWE2, was to place some invisible fencing on the gyrosphere side of both enclosures, just so they wouldn't, well... It also gave the illusion that the dinosaurs could still hang out and interact with each other despite the invisible barrier. And by hang out, I do mean fight, so I did definitely have to place the barrier there, or else you do know that they would definitely... Well, you know, you get it. I'm not going to show the clip again. Surely you get it. Now, let's talk attractions. There are 2 gyrosphere tours, one leading to the Giga and the other leading to the Theri. You can identify which is which by looking at the signs. The Giga's one has a carnivore skull, and the Theri's one, of course, has an herbivore skull. The track starts at one side of the invisible fencing, and it goes into the enclosure once the invisible fencing isn't used. The invisible fence also acts as a window for the guests to see the dinosaurs before even entering the enclosure. For those who get motion sick, to see the Therizinosaurus, you can use the viewing tower, which was meant to be used for the sauropods, but it still gets a great panoramic view of the surrounding enclosures. Or in case it gets a bit crowded up there, you can use the viewing dome, which provides a closer, more immersive experience for the guests. After completing the build, it looked really understocked. To address this issue, I added in a few more Therizinosaurus, just to make the enclosure look a bit more lively and populated. And I think that covers pretty much everything. Now, let's see the dinosaurs get settled in their new home. I do know this video is a tiny bit shorter than normal, but I can't really come up with any more things to say about an area that is just an enclosure. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching all the way till the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, share, and of course, subscribe. Have a great day, and see you next time.